Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? I believe you guys are doing amazing. Thank you for stopping by again. If you're new to my channel, my name is Blessing. I am an agent here in North Cyprus. So if you want to come to study in North Cyprus and all those good stuff, this is the channel for you. Alright, so please make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, and every other good thing. So today's topic is going to be a very asked question, and it's very important. So just sit back and listen very hard. All right, let's get into the video. All right guys, so today's topic is going to be the financial cost of coming to study in North Cyprus, or you can call it how much does it cost to come to North Cyprus to study. So with me here, I have a list of everything that I've written precisely so that I will just give you detailed and step-by-step points. So let's get started. So firstly, let's talk about Near East University. So now for Near East University, we have the undergraduate, we have the masters, and we have the PhD. Your initial, I'm going to make this video, no matter how long it is, I'm going to talk slowly and in details because I have a lot of people asking me about this particular topic, and I'm going to be sending this message to anybody this video to anybody that will ask me about this topic. So listen very well. So for the undergraduates, the initial payments means your first semester payments. That's the first semester. Every semester you have 2 semesters. So your first semester payment is the initial payment. So initial payment that you have to pay in the school is for undergraduate is 1,400 euros. That's for undergraduates. However, again, digressing again, they have like pharmacy and medicine is a different price altogether. Is higher. Medicine is the highest, but pharmacy is a bit higher. Apart from that, every other undergraduate courses is 1,400 euros. That's your initial payment. I hope that's clear. So let's move over to moving over to the masters. For master degree, you pay 1,100 euros. That's for Near East University. All these things I'm talking about now is Near East University. So for masters, you pay 1,100 euros. Your first initial payment. So also for PhD varies and everything, but I know it's about that 1,100 too. But that's just the range, 1,100 too. So that is it for Near East University concerning their tuition fee. So for Cyprus International University now, CIU, the undergraduates, the masters, and the PhD, the first initial payment that you have to pay is 1,500 euros. Whether you're coming for undergraduate or you're coming for masters or you're coming for PhD, you must pay 1,500 euros for your first initial payment. Then when you land there, when you want to pay your next initial payment, then they will not tell you how you're going to be paying it. So but your first payment that you pay in Cyprus International University CI is 1,500, regardless of the program that you're coming from, whether you're coming for undergraduate or you're coming for masters or you're coming for PhD. No, regardless is 1,500. So I hope that is clear. So, and also again, we have like a final university that we're working with, and Umbesh Kassim University that we're working with. Umbesh Kassim University is $1,500 that they pay for every initial payment. Also for final university, which is in Guinea, $1,500 that they pay. So these are the different prices of tuition fee for different schools. Although if you check it in the real sense, the prices are of the same range, because some people require you to pay your tax or something inside the money. You just pay everything together. Or why some, when you come, you not pay all those stuff. But I just want to make this part clear. These are the price range for different schools. So point number 2 is accommodation. because obviously you've scaled through your tuition fee, you've paid your tuition fee. So the next thing now is accommodation. So let me talk about accommodation, because most of the schools like Near East University, Cyprus International, Umbridge, they are all in Lefkosia city. So in terms of accommodation, I'm giving you Lefkosia price of accommodation here. Let me start with this one now. We have something we call 3+1, we have 2+1, we have 1+1, we have studio. So let me break it down to you. 3+1 in the literal term is 3 rooms with 1 sitting room, kitchen and toilet and bathroom and all those necessities. But the key is that 3 is 3 rooms, 1 sitting room, kitchen, toilet and bathroom. So when you move over to 2+1, just like the 2 sounds, 2 bedroom, 1 sitting room, toilet, kitchen and bathroom and the rest of it. 1+1, your room, your sitting room, toilet and bathroom and the rest of it. That is how it. Then studio is a different kind, which is just for like 1 room that contains toilet, bathroom and just a 1 room. But you remember I said other ones they have sitting room, but this one, studio, is just 1 room. Inside that your 1 room there is a cave inside 1 room, toilet, kitchen and everything inside. And basically it's just like what they call it, self-contained. In Nigeria they call it self-contained. So studio is self-contained. That's the thing. So I've explained that to you. So let's now talk about the prices. The prices for a standard 3+1, which is 3 bedroom, 1 sitting room and toilet and bathroom. A standard one, the general price is £350. £350. That is the standard price. Then for 2+1, the standard price is £300. Then 1+1, the prices varies. Like you can see even, but at least 1+1 you can get £250. Then studio, also there's what we call big and small studio, but it's about all those £1-something and everything, like £170, £180. That is when you see a studio. So that is, now this price that I'm telling you is the standard price. I have given my student that came just this February that passed, for a 2+1 we've seen £280. Okay, so it's possible for even a 3+1 for you to see a 3+1 for even £280. It's possible when that's 3+1, and it's also possible for you to see a 2+1 for £250, like I said, even, but that one we saw £280. So I'm just the standard price means that you don't pay anything above this, but you can pay lesser. £20, £10 lesser you can pay, but this is the standard price. You do not pay higher than that. So that is what the standard price means. It depends on the landlord or the house that is available at that time and how much they want you to pay. But nobody will ask you, though they can try to ask you if you're not aware, but you should not pay higher than that. That's the standard price. I hope this is clear. So inside this accommodation now, how students live here in North Cyprus is that, for example now, for a 3+1, which I told you that is 3 bedrooms, 1 parlor, that's sitting room. So for a 3+1 now is 3 rooms. So students stays two in the rooms. So if they stay 2, there will be 6 people living in the 3+1. I hope you understand. Okay, let me talk like for a 2+1 is 2 rooms, 1 parlor or 1 sitting room, whatever you call it. But we're talking about the 2 rooms now. Inside that 2 rooms, two people will live inside, which will make them 4 inside the house. 1 room will be 2 people, 1 room will be 2 people. So what that means is that, for example, now if you see a house of 300, just the standard price that I'm using, but you can see less, as I said. So if you see a standard price for 2+1, that is 300. If 4 of you divide it, you will be paying lesser. You're paying about £75, so you'll be paying lesser. So this 350 now is not just one person that is going to be paying it. It's going to be divided among the people in the room. However, this is how standardly how students they live here. However, there are some students that decide that, okay, let me just stay in one room. I want to stay in one room. And you can stay in one room, another person will stay in one room. That's, you guys will just be one in the room. And inside that 300, you can still divide it, and you'll be paying 150 for one person will be paying 150. It depends on your budget. It depends on how you want it for yourself. And also, I've seen people that just want to stay alone, either in 1+1, or they want to stay alone in a studio that is less expensive and it's just for them. But obviously, you cannot compare it to when you're dividing the house with the price, the amount of, when you're sharing the house with people. You cannot compare. But some people like their privacy and they can afford it. They stay in a studio, which is like a self-contained, alone. So this is how you pay accommodation. So don't get frightened when you hear £350 or whatever. It means that you guys will be like 6 in the room. That's 6 in the house, not the room. 6 in the house. Then each room you'll be two persons inside. So this will cut the cost. This is how all the students, majority of the students, not like all, but majority of the students, this is how they live, and live cost effective. So I hope I've explained about the accommodation. Now, so let's move over to, alright guys, so the next is going to be the flights. Like you all know, you've been watching my channel, and if you've not, if you're just new, you can just go through my old videos and see. I have our agency, Inno Global Educational Services. We have students all over, cut across all the Africa, and even entering Asia. So we have students all over Africa and entering Asia. So almost very soon we'll be having students all over the world. So what this means is that I'm not talking to only Nigerians. Neither am I talking to only Ghanaians, or I'm talking to only Liberians and everything. I'm talking to a large range of people, so I understand. So for flight tickets, me and you, or if you don't know, you have somebody in your family that have already traveled, flight ticket, you cannot give a fixed price of flight ticket. Why? Because flight ticket, it depends on when you're flying. Maybe if you get a longer date duration, it will be less cheap. It will be cheaper for you. But if it's so close, it will be expensive. That is how flight ticket is. So I cannot tell you that, oh, for flight tickets, if you're coming from Liberia, this is how much your flight ticket is, your flight fee is. No, I cannot tell you that. But for the estimate, at least $900 to, I don't even, if it's one way, if it's just one way ticket, $900 to at least $980 is okay. But with my experience and everything that I'm seeing now, the truth is that if you look it, if you have the money, if you look it in another way, buying a return ticket is more even better. Because I can remember that this February that just passed, there were students that booked their flight ticket for $900 and almost $80. That's $980. Why? That's just for one way. Why return ticket is about $1,400. So if you see this thing is not much. So if you have the money, you can just book two-way. But if you don't have, you can just book one. Then moving over to the next one, with the visa fee. Most country in Africa does not need visa to come to North Cyprus. Why some doors, and how would I say, like Nigeria to be precise, you might need it, you might not need to get a visa. You can contact us for that. So what I'm trying to say is that some African countries need visa to come to North Cyprus, while some other African countries does not need visa to come to North Cyprus. So like e.g., Liberia don't need visa to come to North Cyprus. Kenya doesn't need visa to come to North Cyprus. So whereas Ghana does, Nigeria really don't, but they need to. It depends on the kind of information you have. So if you're in the category of people that need visa, then I know that the visa fee is nothing more than, the standard price is normally $60, but different country collects as a different location, like different where the embassy is, the country that they collect different amount, but it will not pass $250. It will not pass $250. And also again, so for the ones that don't need visa, there is no need of you getting the information, as in going to the visa or whatever. You don't need it, so you're just going to come. Cameroon too, you can just come over. You don't need visa and the rest of it. So the last one that I'll be talking about is our agency fee. So we are agents here in North Cyprus, my husband and me, and we have some few representatives in different countries that are working under our agency. In case you guys don't know, again, I am an agent here, my husband and I. The name of our agency is Global Educational Services, which is certified and recognized all over North Cyprus and the schools that we represent. So we collect agency fee. So our agency fee is when we don't put money up front, but is when you come through the email and you talk to us and everything. I will not tell you how much it is and everything, how the process will go, because definitely I will tell you how much before you if you decide to indulge, yes, then you can, but if you don't, yeah. So what I'm trying to say, we collect agency fee, which is very, very less. It's not even, it's nothing, it's not much. So that is it for the agency fee. So let me just recap this stage, because I have another segment that I want to go to, but let me just recap this segment. First of all, what you need to come to North Cyprus: number one, you need to pay your tuition fee, which depends on the school that you're going to, that you choose. Secondly, you talk about your accommodation, which your priority, the one that you want. Do you want to share? Do you want to stay alone? Do you want to stay in studio? It depends. That's accommodation. Then the third requirement to come to North Cyprus is your flight ticket. You have to book your flight ticket, and also your visa fee, if it applies to your country, if your country needs visa or not, you know that one. Then also our agency fee. These are all the things that you need financially to come to North Cyprus. So I believe that you've been watching me, and I'm going to still be writing some stuff on the screen. So if you calculate, for example, the master degree student, and you're paying one, you choose Near East University. Let's just say, for example, you choose Near East University and you're paying 1,100 euros. Then you now calculate your accommodation. Do you want to share, whatever? But if you want to share, you say, okay, for one person I'm paying £75. You times it by the month and everything. Also, you calculate your flights, which you will not know how much until when you get there. Then all those things. This thing gives you an idea on how much everything will cost. I hope you understand, and I hope this message has been passed across. Then, all right, so the next one we'll be talking about now is your own personal, how do I put it here? I said this stage now is personal. You've done all these things, all the things that I've listed before. So this stage now is personal. So I know of some countries that they'll be asking you, the immigration will be asking you for your BTA. They don't do that in North Cyprus. You can come literally empty. They don't do that in North Cyprus. They don't ask you. The most important thing that they ask you here in North Cyprus is your letter from the school. And when you got that, you're good. They don't ask you any of such things. You just pass the immigration and carry your luggage and come over. So this is personal. So some people are asking me that people are asking me like, how much can I come to with, if I want to come to North Cyprus, how much? If this all depends on your personal family budget or your sponsor's budget. So if you've paid your school fees, if you've paid everything, you have your accommodation, you're coming here, you start classes. But when basically I always advise students to come with food luggage and food stuff and all those things, so that you'll be eating your local dishes until you now start, before 1 week time, you start seeing other new things. At least for that first 3 months, bring enough things that will stabilize you before you now get acclimatized to the country, the new country that you are. So for the BTA, they don't ask, so you can just come without carrying any money. Which you can also come with you can come with money, or preferable, come with your card, your MasterCard, come with it. The next one is feeding. All the pens, everything that we're saying here is relatable, so you all already know the kind of person that you are. Feeding all depends on the person that is coming. For example, someone that likes eating outside, you sure know that you have to have money wherever you've been. If you're eating outside, you know that you always have to have constant money to be buying food outside. So for example, if it's somebody that is eating outside, okay, let me say for breakfast here in North Cyprus, you take a Smith bread, maybe 2 Smith bread with 1 coffee. That will cost you about like anything close to 10 TL. Then during lunch, you take kebab. That's our famous food that we eat here. The most famous food that we eat here, kebab. You take any kind of kebab, Adana, whatever kind of kebab, and that one is about 20 TL. Then you have to buy drink and everything. So at least 25 TL will be okay. Then for night, then you go and get maybe full chicken, or maybe you get you go to Burger City and buy food, which is, it will be around those 30 TL. So if you calculate everything, at least, if we're talking about average, but there's some people that eat a lot. So for an average person, 75 TL a day, if you're eating outside, will be enough for you. You'll just be going to restaurant and everything. However, which is not advisable, I don't advise that, but if that's your own, no problem. So another one, if you're eating at home, that means you cook at home, which is the most effective way to do it. Is that, first of all, you have option. You can go to the local markets where you can even buy things even more affordable and organic stuff, or you can also go to the grocery stores them here, and you can also buy things affordable. When you buy it, you come home, you cook it, and you eat, and you see that you save a lot of money. You save a lot of money. So eating at home will save you much money. So I had a parent that asked me about how much is, like, if a student is eating at home, let's just say for example the student is eating at home and everything, how much does it cost for 1 month? So for 1 month, what me I would say is that for one person, $100 is enough. But let's just put miscellaneous things that are unseen, that might pop up or whatever. From $100 to $200 is enough for a normal average spending student. Not like average person, because you're just one person. So if you carry 500 TL and go to the market as one person and buy something, you can buy something enough for yourself for 1 month. So then you now use the other one to buy gas and the rest of it. So $100 to $200 is efficient enough for one person, even more than enough. So that is it. So for parents that are asking me, from $100 to $200, you can give them 120, you can give 150, whatever, but that range is enough. You'll be rest assured that your child is eating and eating very well. So let me just recap everything. For those of you that have been watching this long, this video is very necessary and it's very important. That's why I made it this long, to explain in details. So in case you've forgotten, all I'm saying is that the cost of coming to North Cyprus, now I'm rounding up, the cost of coming to North Cyprus: 1, your tuition fee; 2, your accommodation; 3, your flight tickets; 4, your visa fee, yes, and 5, our agency fee. These are the main financial costs for you to come to North Cyprus, which you can calculate it on your own now, because I cannot be giving individual, because there are people that are watching me that want to stay alone, there are people that are watching me that want to share. Depends. So you make your calculation, make all the calculation that you've seen that I've said. Just keep it one part. Oh, school fees 1,400 euros, we write it down. Accommodation, if I share 75, you write it down. You write all those things down and you make your calculation for yourself, because some people doesn't want to share, which is very fine. So I hope this is clear. Then your own personal, this is your own personal decision or your own personal choice. Coming to, after you've paid all this list of everything, coming to North Cyprus, now it depends, but definitely you sure need to come with your card, because your guardians or your parents will be sending money to you, so you need to come with your card. So you might not come with any money, you can come with cash. It's good if you have like agents like us that will pick you up from the airport, and school does pick you up from the airport. You don't even need to come with card, but at least let's just say, okay, somebody that is traveling, at least just carry like small money. I cannot tell you how much, but you can just carry anything. But if you don't have to, it's not a big of a deal. Then also again, for feeding, it all depends. And one thing that I didn't put here is that as a student that you're living off camp, because that's what almost all the students, they live off camp because it's affordable. There is something we call school bus. For transportation, nobody should fool you. You don't pay for transportation if you're going to school from your home, except you're doing your own extracurricular activities and everything. But say as a student, okay, how do I transport myself to school? There is school bus. It's free. It's free, so you don't pay for transportation here in North Cyprus as a student going to school. From your house to school, school back, school bus will take you. You just have to get the time schedule, the timetable for it. All right guys, so I've said it. I've said enough. I hope you listen to it and understand this is how much it costs for somebody to come to North Cyprus. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to see you guys in my next one. Thank you and bye.